And this is right in my hating zone, but I'm gonna have a hard time defending it. So, new amiibo was announced. It's the year of amiibo. I love it. So Skyward Sword is got a new beautiful amiibo. So it's Loftwing and Zelda. Very expensive amiibo. So this is like at the upper end of amiibo. It doesn't look that big. Like, and it's quite sick that I can look at an amiibo and go, yeah, I know what size that is. It looks a bit smaller than a Detective Pikachu amiibo, but about the same price. And I was really excited about this. And then people started to troll through and reading the footnotes on the page and everything like that. And people discovered that and so I ordered this, by the way. I didn't know anything about this amiibo. I saw it come up, bang, I ordered it. And I was like working that day and I was really busy actually. But in between meetings, I ordered it, bang, I got it. And then, the news starts trickling out that this amiibo has functionality that's locked to this amiibo. No other Zelda amiibo even, can use this functionality. And the functionality is one of the core problems that people have with Skyward Sword, which is that there's a lot of backtracking. It's very difficult to fast travel. And this amiibo enables you to be able to go between Skyloft and different locations in the game. And the way that I understand that it works, Swinny, is that when you activate the amiibo, it's kind of like you're putting a flag in the ground. You go to Skyloft, and then you go back to where you put the flag in the ground. It's not like fast travel anywhere in the world, from what I understand, Swinny.
And the big part out of this is the fact you can do it out of dungeons.
Yes, that's anywhere pretty much. They're saying, probably not boss fights, but in dungeons even.
So what do you guys make of that?
So first I'll go and then I'll throw to Swinny, but I think this is a terrible idea, right? And this is someone who will get the amiibo. I've already ordered it. I'm going to get it, right? So it's not going to impact me personally.
Well, what do you mean terrible idea from a gameplay perspective? A terrible idea to have this physical thing that adds such a big change to the game, almost.
Yeah, it's become like physical DLC, right?
Well, it is. It's exactly physical DLC. Yeah.
And it's so bad that, normal folk are like, oh, I'm just going to go on eBay and order a NFC coin, which is like a pirated version of Amiibo. You can get ones where it's just the NFC's coded on a coin or a piece of paper or something. Look, the only other time where they've done this where it's like, I've also said this is like not right is, and this is a deep cut, but when Metroid Samus Returns came out for the 3DS, they had these awesome Metroid amiibo. They're like genuinely some of the best amiibo. I don't know if you've seen them, Swinny. Like it was a Metroid breaking out of its case.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And then Samus as well. Now, those amiibo actually unlocked the fusion difficulty in Samus Returns.
Okay.
And also like some of the suits and stuff. And it's like, dude, why did you do that? That's like core functionality to the game that's in the game, but you've locked it behind an amiibo, which by the way was really hard to get. Like I've got that one obviously, but like that one was tricky to get, and they didn't.
Humble brag.
No, but because I just pick them up when they come out, right? But it's so weird with Nintendo. It's like with the Metroid ones, they released only a few. Like even on the day it came out, it was sold out already.
I find that's a dick move. I think if it's cosmetic stuff, whatever, fair enough. Yeah. I kind of get that. It's all good. But if it's gameplay mechanics or core parts of the game, it's getting into some really weird territory.
Yeah, and just quickly on that, so what's been happening is with some of the latest amiibo they've been releasing, they have been introducing almost like easy modes or like bonuses to the game where it makes the game easier. That's what I've been noticing, right?
Okay.
And I think what's happened is, for them, because you got to remember, Nintendo are a really different company to like a lot of Western companies. I think they just look at it and go, it's just like, an easy mode. Like, why would you want to warp back and forth? Like, that's cheating.
Yeah, you just pay for an easy mode because literally that's what you're doing. You're paying for.
And no one's been complaining about like these kind of like bonuses that you get making the game easier. Like, no one's really ever complained about it in the latest amiibos that have been coming out. But this one, I think because it's sort of like goes to a big problem that people have with this game, that, it's very hard to get around. And if you want 100% it, there's a hell of a lot of backtracking, that this just expedites the backtracking, then becoming you want to get it. And it's already sold out in a lot of places, this amiibo, like in the world. So it's just like, oh, you're blocking it, and then people can't even get it. It's like for instance, you know, like Monster Hunter Rise when it came out had amiibo. It's just like I can't remember the name for it in the game, but it's essentially like skins for your armor, but it doesn't actually add any attributes.
The cosmetic stuff, yeah.
Cosmetic, yeah. So what were you about to say, Swinny?
Yeah, so look, I hate this idea.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. So I'm just getting up front. I think this is an arsehole move. But with Skyward Sword, I don't remember that being an issue because the areas are so bloody small. Like, this is not like a traditional Zelda game where you got like some big world. You're going down to specific areas that are pretty damn small. They're full of stuff, but maybe outside the dungeon, like if you get an item in the dungeon, you're like, okay, or you get something like I need to go back to Skyloft to upgrade my staff or anything like that. But it's weird to me that I never saw that as an issue in this particular game. I could see it in other Zelda games where being able to fast travel anywhere, but just the size of this game to me just meant that it was never a problem. So it's weird. Maybe I'm just misremembering. It's been a long time since I played it. So
I think also like you're pretty good at games and you've got a very organized mind when it comes to games. So you've probably...
So that negates my point.
No. I'm not saying negates your point, but I'm saying that you may not have run against the issues where people have gone, I haven't picked up something or I haven't done the right thing and I have to go all the way back now because I've stuffed up, you know? Because I've heard a hell of a lot of people say that they've experienced, in their experience, right, a lot of backtracking in Skyward Sword. And that was almost like the biggest frustration they had with it. So
that's fair enough. I just wonder will this lead to an amiibo percent speedrun category where you need the amiibo to be able to do the fast traveling?
Oh, definitely. They already do that with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
They have that with Breath of the Wild. They have like amiibo and then no amiibo, which is kind of funny for me. But yeah, you know, it's kind of annoying because I feel like this is like the biggest amiibo news that we've had. And it's like, because it sucks. But the amiibo looks amazing. I mean, you guys would admit that, right? Do you think it looks good?
It's okay. I don't know the characters, I can't comment.
You don't know Zelda?
Well, it's weird because normally I thought he dresses in green. So I was really confused. But I'm assuming it's not the bird that's Zelda. Zelda's the other one.
So if you're wondering why you can't hear Mike on the podcast anymore, I've now got a button. He's not aware of this, but he's actually been deleted on the video feed as well, and he's gone. Apologies, viewers. I've got a written apology. Mike's views does not represent the views of Big Week in Gaming podcasts. We have a 1DP policy, a one dickhead policy, which is Mike is the one dickhead on the policy.
Our intro last week, our mic-free intro was a trial.
It was an experiment, and it was well received. Viewer numbers went through the roof. Rave comments. Mike still can't hear us, but all right. Well, I'm picking up this amiibo. I like it. It looks cool. It's quite disgusting. I looked at how much I spent on this new Skyward Sword game. I'm like, whoa, what the hell?
Did you end up buying the steel box one and the Joycons?
Yeah, everything.
And whoa-wee.
For one of the worst Zelda games. Wow.
Whoa-wee. Whoa, look at this. One of the worst Zelda games. Terrible take. This is an Odyssey take.
That's all right. You didn't spend $450 on a copy of a Cyberpunk.
That is not an Odyssey take.
No. Popular opinion is, Mike, that this rivals maybe Zelda 2 as the worst Zelda of all time.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, yeah. It's I don't know. I really liked it when I was playing it on the Wii U.
I actually did like the game. I'm just giving it crap.
I just think people hate motion, and I don't like motion either, but this doesn't have motion if you don't want it. So I'm super
Motion was the least of its problems, in my opinion. But that's let's talk about that when the game comes
All right, let's talk about another game that's a great game. All right.